How about on my dearest YouTube friends? Today we are in a new video. As always, we make the monthly tier list for July 2025 that remember that you have this Excel in all the descriptions of absolutely all the videos so that you can look at it to know which characters must be uploaded, which characters are good, which characters are bad, the singularity, what characters there are of 7 and so on. Now, I have to tell you a very important change that I have introduced in this Excel. You are already seeing that, for example, on the mutant side in Magneto Rojo, we have a little blue icon. That means it's 6 stars. And you are also seeing that there are some with black hearts, with purple hearts, with green hearts, with pink hearts. Okay, in this case, you have everything on the right side in the legend because I wanted, well, more or less, so to speak, classify the characters in which you may be achieving it. For example, those of the Purple Heart, as always, used to be all the 7-star ones. Now they are only those who are in the basic group. The 7 stars are those who are in the Titan Crystal, and also the new characters that will be included. Okay, they are coming out like in this self-evolving case, like the Maker that we are going to see in the video. Then we have the Red Heart that we have for the Crystal of Loyalty. The yellow is the Incursion one, the blue is the 7-star one, the Omega is the 7-star one, the Orange Heart of Fire, the black is the 7-star event if you realize it. In one of events, for example, the Human Torch, I have also put a comment on the character that it is an offer of July 4, 2025 in the Red Guardian. For example, Pool Spring offer in Sigil Deathless, you have to get the 5 pieces. I have basically done this to make it much easier for you to see where you can get this 7-star character. So I hope you like this change and leave me the comments you think of this change. And well, without further delay, let's start as always, friends, because we have the comments from part of the subscribers in Excel itself. Okay? And in this case, we start by seeing, we're going to go see which is the newest, the oldest. Okay, by default, we have Pito and Anonymous. Okay? In this case, they put it on Sentinel and ask us if I think we should put it that he is a great defender and indeed friends or not. I have had to face several sentries during this alliance war this season, and I think we should be putting the shield on our friend Sentinel because I think he very much deserves it. So we are going to be looking for him and we are going to put that shield on guard because the truth is, apart from being a good attacker, he is a great defender. In fact, you have video on the channel as you are seeing in the ones in red because you can click and it will directly relate you to the video that we have from analysis on the channel. So as Sentinela was saying, he seems to me to be a pretty good character in defense and a good attacker. In fact, you are already seeing that he also has a white heart and that's it because they were a 7-star of the Glorious Guardians. So well, let's start with that first comment. Let's go for the next one to see if it leaves us in the I-50, which in this case, they put it on Purgatory. Martin Alonso asks us if you really wouldn't put him in Senigotier because the truth is that Purgatorio, remember that he is also a character belonging to the Glorious Guardians themselves and that 7 stars is currently blocked if you don't get it in that event. It is a character that the truth in certain people. With one in forgiveness in certain fights, it does develop well, but that's it. That is, it is not a character that you are going to use. It is always worth it. Although in this case, leave me the comments. Okay? For now, I am going to leave it unusable. Okay, Martin? But leave me the comments if you want me to upload it to Semigotir or leave it unusable. Okay? Because in the end, this is also the tier list of the channel where everyone can give their opinion. For now, I would leave it useless to post the comments you think from Purgatorios if it deserves it. Or the wearable one. Okay, we are going to make a last comment that in this case, they give us about Hercules. Camilo Antonio gives it to us and says that it hurts him to make this comment, but he feels that for the goal of the game, Hercules has fallen short and already very little is occupied. He considered that for the moment, it only reaches 6 stars. It could already be a semi-god tier here, Camilo. I don't agree with you because in the end, they are the maximum characters of 6-star characters that are currently there in the game. That's why you are seeing with that little blue circle, and above all, this tier list is also aimed at people, aspirants who are starting in the game so that they also know which 6-star characters are the best. In this case, I am not going to lower it because if you don't imagine someone who is starting to think that Hercules or Hulklin or Cosmic or Rider or Scorpion or Doctor Doom are in semi-go tier, well, he is not going to treat them the same way as if they were in go tier. That's why I'm leaving her here. Our friend Hercules. Okay, fellas. Well, once the topic of comments is over, we are leaving now with the new 7-star characters that have forgiven us, new characters that have included us in this July 2025 update. These friends, we are going to start with the high evolver that we will see later, but this character has become the top 1 prestige, and in this case, you are already seeing that we are giving him the little green heart, which is still not yet. They are in the Titan crystals, but in the future it will be. So that's why I put it with the crystal. With that green heart, we have that it is important to have the ability awakened and a high level of security because it is a top 1 prestigious character. Therefore, yes or yes, you must be using it. And besides, because the duplicate for this high evolver is very useful for defense, it puts more disadvantages, more damage in that small space that the high evolver has to put those massive disadvantages. So I already tell you that high evolutionary is very worthwhile. Other than that, it has those reversed controls and is therefore a great defender. It remains to be seen how the battle develops. But friends, for me at the moment, the high evolver is going to fall into a quite advantageous position due to what is this high prestige? I'm going to put it in Go tier for the moment, and when I have it, I can be testing it because I'll show you the video, I'll put it here in Excel, and we'll see how it develops in meta in the following months. Okay, then friends, we have the Maker, the other new character that they have included us from Kavan, in this case from the technological class. And again, he has this crystal, this green heart because he will be in the future Titan crystal that will come from Maker. I consider that the ability must have awakened and that it should be in a great singularity for its effects to be more harmful. On top of that, that illusion that Maker has, which in the end is key to the development of the character, to put that the Maker mine, well, make it much more effective. It has pretty high disintegration damage, a disadvantage that is not at all common in Marvel and that there are very few immunes. And on top of that, inside Maker, with a very important immunity like the disintegration that in the end new characters like Olud himself. Well, Osloud is not new, okay, but Ginger, who is new Osloud, mutant characters in general have this disadvantage, and I think that the Maker is the first character immune to this disintegration disadvantage. So in that one, for that very reason, they make him a character quite good, and above all, you also have to know how to play it because you have to be playing with the mine and so on. I also tell you that when I try it, well, I will bring you video and so on from the Maker moment. I am not going to put it on GoShare because I want to see how I know. La Roya, and in this case, I am going to leave it in Semigosia. And now, yes friends, let's go with the new 7-star characters that Kavan has included us in the game itself. Let's remember that we already have access to the 7-star Mr. Fantastico sale, that in this case, we already have video on the channel in case you want to see the characters boo. In fact, see how we have it out there. You simply have to click, and it is a character that in the end, they gave him a boo that I consider increases his usefulness a little, but it doesn't. It's a semi-go tier, not a go tier or anything like that. Is usable and that's it. In this case, let's remember that Mr. Fantastic, since he is available in a pink heart because he belongs to a saga, okay, he requires the awakened skill and a fairly high simulation so that the disadvantage does even more damage. So another handicap that this character has, which is Saga Chase for me friends, for the moment it remains usable, okay? It's a bug that I already tell you is not good. It's a bug that gives it more usefulness than what the kit had before. But it's not the panacea either. It's not the best in the world, okay? And we're leaving. So friends, they've already given it to us. They've presented it to us with 7 stars. Let's remember that in August, it's going to receive Diving, if I remember correctly, along with John Doe and what's his name? Oh, I forget. And Patriot, okay? And Patriot. Then we'll see how it goes. For now friends, I have put his heart in black, okay, because it can't be achieved in any other way if it hasn't even been a character that is included in the Titan crystal. That is why I have put it in the black crystal, because right now I apologize in the black heart, because right now it is only achieved because in the big events of the summoner first, so we don't know in the future how they will be able to include it. 7 stars in this case. Mcoc for me is a character that is going to stay in. Go for the defensive strength it has. And above all, because now coming from 7 stars, it will have even more strength. Okay? And for the moment of promotion, I would tell you that we are going to go with Armin alone to take him to Go tier, because the truth is that he seems to me
to be a very, very top character, very good. It has already developed well in attack, defense, and the current goal. Therefore, Armin alone deserves to be in Gotier. At the moment, I don't have any more descents, and finally, we are going to talk about the prestige of relics and statistics. Of these new characters that Kaban has included us, okay, in this case we have the High Evolver that you are already seeing, which is the new top one of Prestige. So what we have to do is insert a row on top and take us to the High Evolver. In fact, we are going to take it from here because friends, it is the top one Prestige. Let's remember that right now, you can be achieving this High Evolver in poker by yourself or yourself. Okay, then it is very important that you score a lot of points to get it. Otherwise, it's your turn. Wait for the crystals if you want to try your luck getting them. And if not, surely the future crystal. Titan has prestige 34230. The relic that suits you best is Captain America in attack statistics. It's the critical blow and the defense is the blocking penetration. Okay, for me, this is how good it can serve the High Evolver. The Maker holds position 36 on the tier list, ranking relatively low but noteworthy. For comparison, the Maker is placed just above characters like Chelly, providing an interesting perspective on their potential and performance. Sorry about above Phoenix and below Chelly. Okay, so let's cut it and paste it back and talk about his relic and about the concentration of stats it deserves. Okay, there we have it. Because Mikel Amigo remains in 36th prestige position, 3TT 370 prestige. The relic that works best for him is Vision, and in attack cruelty is quite good for him, and armor in defense because it is good for him to withstand more knocks. And finally, we go with Mr. Fantastico. Let us remember that they have put it in. Now it's the crouching and all that. But you have already seen the bad prestige it has because we are going to position 110. That is, in fact, it does not move for what I'm seeing. Let's see, I already had it on. I don't think it's moving just in case I'm going to cut and paste it, but I don't think it's moving like we had it in the past because I think we already had it in to see 110. Have we said no? Indeed, well, look, I'm going to cut and paste it, but I think it's the same, okay? In this case, we updated it so that you can watch the video directly from there, and basically it remains at 331M49 Prestige, Hulk, the main relic in attack to precision, and physical assistance in defense. So nothing friends, well with this I say goodbye to this monthly Miss Ant of July. Leave me some comments that this new remake has appeared to you, so to speak, from hearts, putting which character it belongs to, which crystal it can be obtained. What do you think of the High Evolutor Eyed Maker where we have put them? And also leave the comments if Purgatorio should raise that friend tier or let her use it. So friends, I hope you liked the video. Suggest you are not here and see you in other videos. Bye bye. And before finishing the video, thank you very much to all of you who are members of the channel this July 2025. To become a member, you have the description of the video, and many thanks to the TheShori of Ana Banana, Eliel Ramirez, and Oscar Salmeron and Facundo Juan being an authentic Sori. So thank you very much for being members of the channel.